Ladies and gentlemen, we are so close to 800k subscribers, so if you are new around here, please, I'm on my chair, consider subscribing to the channel. It really would be absolutely epic if you would consider doing that, because we are only 8,000 away from the milestone, and it means a lot to me, as all of my long-term subscribers, and actually new-term subscribers know, and over 50% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So let's change that statistic. Click subscribe if you're feeling kind, and let's get cracking with the best episode of REUS to Glory I have probably ever produced. Because we did it, boys, on Premier League TOTS weekend. We managed to get elite in Foot Champions in the sweatiest, most horrible gameplay weekend of my entire FIFA 20 career. We managed to clutch 23 wins. In fact, it wasn't even a clutch. We did it with 2-3 games left to spare. So you can see we're in live already, guys, because I just wanted to show you Elite 3, which means we get one Premier League TOTS pack, which is guaranteed at least 350k's worth of Premier League Team of the Seasons minimum. So we're going to make at least 350k this Thursday. And of course, we get 3 red player picks, which is absolutely majestic. So this video will have a highlight reel of all of, well, not all of, but a lot of my Foot Champions gameplay in the background, because I played it off camera. You guys know by now how bad I play on camera. So I didn't really want to play any Foot Champions games on camera. And we managed to get elite off camera, so fantastic news. But of course I did record the gameplay, and I do need to talk about a few things, because the team changed quite drastically after Team of the Season Premier League was put into packs, because we picked ourselves up a Team of the Season Trent Alexander-Arnold for 421,000 coins. Ooh, and by golly gosh, he is very good. He's very good. But an even bigger purchase on the series, guys, because you can see we're down to like 1 million coins now. We spent nearly 5 million coins. You heard that right, Mini Marco. 5 mil, well, just under, on Foot Birthday Kylian MBAPPE, the second coming of R9 Ronaldo on this game. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. Yes, he's crashed quite considerably in price. I think now, because the weekend league is over, he's around 4.65 mil. But with the coin injection of all the Team of the Seasons and the fact that this card is broken, we will probably make profit eventually as he starts to creep up again. Unless, of course, EA make his Team of the Season 5-star, 5-star. Because his Team of the Year is no way near as good as this. And yet, it's a better card. It's a better card. However, because 5-5 and it's Kylian Mbappe, it's just insane. This card, it changed my weekend league. He is the reason that we went elite. I splashed out the cash on Kylian Mbappe's Foot Birthday, and we got elite. It's no surprise there. It really isn't. We actually went 19-2 and then lost a few games on the bounce, and I thought I was going to bottle it. But then we won 3, and then it all came down to the last game, which we ended up winning, of course, to get 23 wins. And then I gave away 2 free wins for good karma. So EA, if you can consider that on Thursday, you know, perhaps give me some decent reds, you know, KDB, Van Dijk, that sort of thing. And this is how the team's set up in games. So we've got Thiago Goretzka at CDMs, Reus, Neymar, Eusebio at Cam, and then Kylian Mbappe as our lone striker in a 4-2-3-1. And he contributed, I didn't even do the maths. I think he contributed 40 goals in 25 games in Foot Champions, all in Foot Champs, which is absolutely insane. Now, of course, he is a 5 million coin player, so that is to be expected. However, a lot of the time, especially in this weekend league, it was incredibly sweaty. So you can have the likes of R9. I even played a guy with 99 KDB, 90 Hullet, Team of the Year Kante, headliner Neymar, Foot Birthday Mbappe, and we only lost on penalties. I've played some of the best FIFA in my entire year on the previous weekend league. So it's a good time to do it. It's probably the only, actually it's the second weekend league ever that I've played my entire 30 games out, or at least tried to play my entire 30 games out. Before that, I only ever stop at Gold 2 or Gold 3 because it's not worth my time and stress. However, this team has been majestic. And considering the level of opposition that we've played in this previous weekend league, I am ecstatic. So happy with finishing elite. Because not only, as I say, do we get like 350k's worth of player minimum in Team of the Season, and that's if we get the worst ones. If we get Soyuncu, Kovacic and Dean Henderson as our pack, then we've still made 350k, which is a mental return for one weekend league. And on top of which we get our insane Premier League reds. So fingers crossed we actually do get gifted. There will be highlights on screen, but I don't want to put too many games or bombard you with the whole of my FUT Champions gameplay, because the majority of the time, due to the nature of the team and how good it is and how intimidating it is to come up against in a weekend league game, a lot of people quit or rage quit after 1 or 2-0. So it was all basically, my entire weekend league was all about taking the goal advantage early, because it meant that we could play our own game with the new tactics that Theo Baker gave to me. So shout out Theo. I used his tactics for this weekend league and we got elite. Cheers Theo, mate. I hope we can get good reds. Do you justice, pal. Special mention as well to Leon Goretzka, who is the absolute GOAT. If you guys haven't done Leon Goretzka yet, he is probably my favourite CDM that I've played with on FIFA 20 so far. That actually says a lot. He was phenomenal. He carried the team in some aspects, because I played him on balanced and he was the CDM that basically strung the play together. Wasn't really sitting back, wasn't really too far forward. He basically just the transitional guy, and he was insane. He was absolutely insane. So if you are going to do Leon Goretzka, guys, would highly recommend, especially as he links to Flashback Boateng as well. And there will be an insane Bundesliga team of the season coming out shortly, either this week or next week. And he probably will stand up to a majority of the team of the season players that get released with the Bundesliga. So that's absolutely brilliant. However, I can just say wholeheartedly, I'm proud of the boys, because they were absolutely fantastic this past weekend. Absolutely wonderful. It literally be our first TOTS elite rewards since FIFA 19, because there's only been 2 sets of team of the seasons in FIFA 20. But in terms of elite, we've only had elite twice this year. But now we have more pressing matters at hand, more things that we have to do in terms of objectives and players to unlock. We are 1 win away from Iosi Perez, and all it requires is a finesse shot, goal, and a win in rivals. So we are going to take the dream team, the team that got us to elite in champs, into a rivals game, and you can see exactly how it plays. So we need a finesse goal victory, and the team that we've come up against is that has to be an Icon Swaps team. They didn't quit. All right, we got a game on our hands. I'll be upset if they decide to make MBAPPE's team of the season 5-5. I mean, I'll probably look to get him if they do that, but they only gave weak foot upgrades to players that had really poor weak foots originally. So like Vardy and Traore. What? The ball's just sliding through our players. Oh, come on. Finesse, goal. Ball roll to finesse is so effective. Scored quite a few of them this past weekend league. And that is the finesse goal. So now all we need to do is win the game. Thiago in. That's a red. It's not a red. What? How's 1-on-1? Thiago is majestic as well, boys. If you guys can get your hands on him for 100k, he's insane. Eusebio, 2-0. Fantastic goal. I think that's the rage quit as well. So that means, yeah, it is indeed the rage quit. When you see Eusebio banging goals like that, it's not surprising. Are we like Div 5, I think? That was Div 5. Which we have dropped down a little bit to do Jimenez, because Jimenez in high divisions is just so difficult. However, 300 points / experience complete, which means the last checkpoint for Iosi Perez is done. And if we need to go back to the 4-5-1 and have Ramos on 10 chem and play Ndidi and Ramos, this is the perfect guy to link them. Still trying to work towards Jimenez as well. Oh, we've got another season level unlocked. So we are 4 out of 5 Liga NOS finesse goals away, and also 4 out of 8 wins with goals and assists for Premier League players with 4-star weak foot. So we've got that to do. I think we've just unlocked a pack as well. Yes, we have, which is a good bonus. It's a 35k pack. Ooh, I mean, we haven't had a team of the season so far. So a 35k pack. Expecting absolutely nothing from this anyway. Yep, so we didn't. That is our current luck at the moment. Fingers crossed it does not continue to Thursday, because if it does, we are in big trouble. But in terms of what I wanted to do for this particular video, that is everything. Yeah, so what we're going to do, guys, as well, is we are going to indeed sell Carlos Alberto and Bale. But they are very low at the moment. The market is incredibly low. We're, of course, only 3 away on the Premier League for the League SBC. which means if they do add a quality player into the league SBC, we will of course redeem that and get whoever they decide to put into it. And also I think the Saudi Professional League is next as well, so we're only one squad away from getting that player too. So fingers crossed we see some decent Saudi League players to spice up people's squads, but I doubt they're gonna sort of replace any of the players that we have in the current set of 11 at REUS FC. If you guys can give me any improvements on what we can do in terms of this squad, I don't think this can be improved until Team of the Season Reus comes out. Grimaldo is the best value left back on the game, hands down. He's better than Team of the Season Robertson from my experience, and the fact he costs 50k is mental, absolutely mental. This card is insane. I can't stress enough how good this is. Ramos on 7k is just as good as any other centre back on this entire game. Maybe Team of the Season Van Dijk is the only player better than him that I can think of. And I haven't really... I've tried FUT Birthday Van Dijk, so I have definitely tried a Van Dijk to compare them. And this Ramos card just undefeated. Absolutely insane. So the brand new Izzy Perez that we've just unlocked. Potential to use him in the squad. I mean, generally, his stats look really, really good. Really good. His finesse shots must be insane. Does he have finesse shot trait? He does have finesse shot trait. Wow. They're going to be quality. Right there, guys. That is going to be the end of REUS to Glory episode 81. An absolutely massive episode in terms of progress for the series. We've picked up FUT Birthday MBAPPE, who currently, I know I keep saying that we've lost a few coins on him already, but he's the reason that we got to Elite pretty much. He's 4.55 and we paid 4.86 for him. So he's come down 300k in the space of like 2 or 3 days. But eventually, when the weekend league comes around again, he'll go back up. The fact that Team of the Year MBAPPE is now 3.7, and I was going to buy Team of the Year MBAPPE at 4.1, means that we've lost less coins on FUT Birthday MBAPPE. But this card isn't... You can't replace him. He's 94 R9 level, and he's 2 million coins cheaper than him. So eventually he will creep back up in price. He's got to. He has to. He just has to. When people realise that the players that come out in Team of the Season still aren't as good as the meta cards like Mbappe and Neymar, their prices will go back up anyway. If anything, we've saved our money and we've made the money back on Mbappe anyway, because we have guaranteed ourselves Elite, which means we're getting at least 350k's worth of Team of the Season. And now we wait, boys. Now we wait for rewards, because at this point we can't really change the team. I would like for suggestions as well of you guys, what you can think of how we can improve this, if we can even improve this. If Team of the Season Reus comes out, he will be replacing UCL Reus directly, and I think for the next weekend league or the following weekend leagues, this is how the team would probably set up, unless we get like Red Van Dijk or someone huge red, like Red Trent, Red Robbo, you know, someone that changes things. Then we'll swap the team around when it comes to it. But until then, I think this is going to be me signing out after one of the sweatiest weekend leagues I've played ever. So much stress, but all worthwhile in the end, because we have 3 Premier League Reds coming our way. Thank you for watching this episode as per usual, guys. I hope you enjoyed the highlights in the format that they were, just rolling through the background whilst I talked nonsense and evaluated the team pretty much, because I didn't want it to be like, oh right, so we got through with Mbappe here and we pressed shoot and he scored, you know. I wanted it to be a bit different, so I was actually analysing what I was doing. For myself and Mini Marco though, guys, it's a great way to start Team of the Season for us, because Community TOTS was okay, it doesn't really count. I mean, we did end up getting 2 93s, so if we can continue that luck into Premier League, we might be alright. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. Elite on REUS to Glory, boys. We've done it again. Smashed it out the park on quite possibly the most competitive weekend league there will be in this entire year. So without further ado, guys, I'll speak to you all again soon. Adios.